Hey guys, it's Sarah again. Here for my week, well, I guess this would be my week 3, no, I've lost count of how many videos that I've done because it's my new favorite thing to do. But I'm officially 3 weeks pre-op. So, 3 weeks? 4 weeks. 4 weeks from now. 4 weeks pre-op. And this time, 4 weeks from now, I'm going to be banded. Ah! How about that, band? So, weight was 270.6. So I believe that is a 1 pound loss from last week. And like a 1 pound gain overall from like 2 weeks ago. So still waiting for Aunt Martha to come to town. Can you hear them? I don't even know. I'm done. I'm gonna let them duke it out. Yeah. And so I think, so I'm just waiting for, my period to come to, let Aunt Flo pack up her rags and go, and hopefully she'll take some of this weight with her. So some of the things I wanted to talk about was going out, exercise, some of the non-scale victories, and that's what it is. Georgie, by the way, you were thinking of non-scale victory, NSV. Some of the non-scale victories that I'm hoping for, and I wanted to talk about starting a family, a few years from now, but kind of what I hope to pass on and not pass on to my future child or children. So, first thing is going out. I feel like ever since my surgery date was set, and I've told, I've got a pretty good network of girlfriends out here in Colorado, and I'm really happy and grateful for that. And it's been like going out constantly. Like, it seems like every Friday for the past month at least. And then if you think about like total, it's like a weird black shadow right here. It's the ghost. I think my house is haunted. It just seems like, I got the date set as I was, as we were coming off the holidays. So, that was a shit show. Duh. And then, it just seems like, it's almost like my friends, it's not like they think I'm going to die, but they're like, we have to go out, and we have to go out to the bar, and we have to go out for dinner, for sushi, for everything. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, that sounds fun. So it's just been like, I don't know. It's like it's like a last hurrah celebrating my fatness. It's, it's fun. Like, who doesn't like going out, hanging out with their girlfriends, doing karaoke and getting appetizers and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying I don't like it, but it seems like I've all of a sudden become very popular. Because, I'm not going to be able to go out. Well, I can go out, but, I probably won't go out for a few months, post-op, just because I don't want to be tempted with, appetizers, beer, stuff like that. Like, I just don't even want to have it around, like, because I don't know how well I'll trust myself afterwards. I guess I'll kind of have to gauge how I feel. So that's kind of been something that I've noticed has been going on. And I actually looked at my, a friend of mine, her birthday is going to be like it lands right at the end of my first post-op week. So I think it's the 4th. And she was texting me today wanting to know, like, ideas for her birthday. And I was like, well, kind of do whatever you want because I'm not going to be joining you. And so then she was like, oh, well, you have to come over and, have a girls' night. And I was like, okay. And I looked at my calendar, and mind you, I am not like this. Like, I'm not unpopular by any means, but I'm also the kind of girl that needs her downtime. Especially, my husband is very, very much a homebody. even more so than me. And I'm also in school full time. I take classes full time online. I'm like 15 credits away from getting my bachelor's degree in HR management. So I need to save time for that too. Almost like I've been burning the candle at both ends. So I looked at my calendar today and I realized that it was just, sushi with Jamie this night, rock and roll karaoke this night, wine with so-and-so this night, this thing going on this night. And I don't know, it was just crazy. So it's nice to know that all my friends love me and they want to, spend time with me before I go under the knife. But it's also kind of, I don't know, it's almost like it's building it up into something maybe that is bigger than it is. So yeah, kind of cool. But kind of weird. And then working out, I've started, going to the gym by my house more, just cause it seems like we're just hemorrhaging money right now. Some of it is that we're starting to pay off some student loans. And some of it is just, going out certainly will attribute to that. And a lot of it was gas. I was spending just a bungload of gas driving back and forth to my yoga studio all the time. So I started to utilize my gym a little bit more. And it seems like some old injuries were flaring up. So, and this is just on the elliptical when it's supposed to be low impact or zero impact. And I'm getting a really great workout and, I'm high calorie burns and I feel, energetically, I feel really good afterwards. But I went and worked out, Wednesday and Thursday. I did the elliptical for 40 minutes at the gym and then did about 15 minutes of stretching. And my stars, my knee was just, it was that old bone on bone feeling. It fucking sucked. I hated it. So I don't know if maybe I've got the wrong shoes or if I'm, pushing too hard, which is, that's Sarah's, calling card is let's go full out balls to the wall and hurt ourselves and then be laid up for 6 months. No, not really 6 months, but that certainly has happened. Not for a long time though. And so that's kind of something else that I'm going to have to find a little balance with this week. I've got it in my head that I want to be as strong as possible when I go under the knife, because over and over and over I hear, the stronger you are, the more you're getting ready for this lifestyle, the quicker you're going to recover from surgery. And I've got plans. I'm going to Boston and then I've got, the whole summer ahead of me. And I just want to get it done, get better, and get on with the rest of my life. So I think I might need to peel it back. Not the time at the gym, but maybe the intensity. Since I am still moving 270 pounds, it's not it's not like I'm light. So, okay. So some of my hopes, non-scale victories, I do have a little, I had a lot that actually happened to me last year before when I was just going to yoga and stuff like that, trying to watch what I was eating, watch it go in my mouth, i.e. But, there were some non-scale victories that I had, God, I have them written down at work on a little document. When I'm feeling low, I can look at them. And of course, I can't think of them right now. One of them I remember was, the big one for me was being able to get through the first 3 weeks of Couch to 5K before I went too hard and I hurt myself. But that was a big deal for me. And I think knowing that I was able to do it pre-op at, whatever I was, 275 or whatever back then, it makes me feel pretty good that that's definitely going to be something feasible, post-op. And then, another one was that, I remember my first hot yoga session, I had to leave the room 3 times because you feel very, very ill, very sick to your stomach. The heat is really hard to get accustomed to. I don't care how hot of a climate you live in. When you work out in that, it's a totally different thing. And now, a year later, a year out, I can do doubles without a problem. They offer them at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. And if I wake up in time and I go, I know that it's going to be, it's going to be a workout and it's going to be a challenge, but I'm strong enough, and I've learned how to regulate my breathing, and I know the postures well enough, and I know my body well enough. Hi, Critter. This is my kitty. Maybe she'll come into the camera. I just know everything well enough that, you know, I can do 180 minutes nonstop of exercise in a hot room. Didn't ever think I was going to be able to do that. So, you know, there was some things like that, and I can't even remember what the rest of them were on there. I'm so far over on this video right now. Sorry, guys. I hope you like long videos. And so, I was kind of trying to think of, like, what I want my, you know, scale victories and non-scale victories to be post-op. And first and foremost, besides the obvious health stuff, and I'm actually pretty lucky in that, you know, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have diabetes or pre-diabetes, I don't have anything like that. So I think that the first thing that I want is to be able to show the full expression of all of the postures that I've been doing for so long in class, because there's some of them where literally the only thing that is preventing me from going further in a posture is that I have fat in the way. It's actually in the way. And that's incredibly frustrating when you're working so hard, and you know that if you could just shave like 3 inches off each of your hips, that you could grab your feet or your whatever